I absolutely freaking love mothers. They are doing God's work. All of it. Burned forever into your brain. No! No. Oh.
I cheated on my husband to find companionship, to feel happy and alive again.
Yeah. 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 I cheated on my husband to feel companionship. As you do. As you do, yeah.
Big story today in the world of the internet. Ashley Madison, which is a dating service for married people.
Why do married people need a dating service? I thought they already reached the end goal. Like, they finished the story quest and they are just doing, you know, the DLC for cheating. Well, yeah, literally. Wait, so is this like that both of them register, or is it just like one of them register? They are going the new game plus? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Only one. So it's not the together in secret. Okay, sugar daddy shit. I thought they are married to the sugar daddy shit. Okay, this is the new game plus. Okay.
To have an affair. It was hacked today.
My dad reached a point of such hopelessness and despair.
How interesting that a site that is based on keeping your information private is getting hacked. What happened?
Yeah, unfortunate. Dude, all the people sweating when that must have happened.
Unlike fairy tales, not all marriages end in happily ever after.
Not everyone, but they say that it's forever in sickness and in health and in poorness and in stonks, something. No, there is the thing. You literally have to say it.
Probably heard the saying that 50%.
Wait a second. Why is he presenting his bumhole for pegging? Is that part of marriage? Is this the stonks part of the marriage? You have to get pegged. Is that also in the thing? In sickness, in health, in pegging and non-pegging?
% of marriages end in divorce. But did you know that 60% of these divorces are because of infidelity? And if finding out your partner was a cheater wasn't bad enough, in 2015, millions of wives came face to face with this truth in the most public way possible, through a massive data leak by a secret team of vigilante hackers.
Wait, do you have to be married to register, or do you just sort of assume that everyone there is married? Or like, can you like be like, hey, I want to date a married guy, but I am single? Or how does this work? Are they gatekeeping it for the single people? Wives only? I don't know.
This is the fall of Ashley Madison and how one hack exposed 37 million cheating husbands. What is Ashley Madison? Life is short, have an affair. That is a slogan of the world's...
Bro, what the slogan? Life is short, have an affair. What? Wow. Who came up with this? Who came up with this? This was a man. A man came up with this. I already know it.
#1 married dating app. Founded in 2001 by
I knew it.
Canadian entrepreneur Noel Biederman. Ashley Madison is a dating platform meant for those...
Let me guess. He had a wife and he wasn't happy. And then he was like, wait a second, honey. I actually have a genius idea.
Looking to arrange affairs, aka cheat on their partners.
Caught up in your daily routine, Ashley Madison, where the world explores affairs.
Ashley Madison markets itself.
Was this like advertised in like TV or something? Like, did people know about this website? It's like, oh yeah, CNN, watch the, I don't know, register to Ashley Madison or something. Yes?
As a place free of judgment for consenting adults looking to explore secret relationships. The site has had over 80 million signups since 2002, with an estimated 20,000 new members daily. The site doesn't only benefit the cheaters though. Ashley Madison's parent company, Ruby Life, has been making some serious money from this platform, because it turns out that capitalizing off of infidelity is actually a really successful business model. Although the company is currently called Ruby Life, it used to have a different...
Okay, I'm sorry. This is going to sound very stupid, but if it's called Ruby, why is that an emerald? Like, how can you fuck up such a simple fucking thing as in to paint it red? I can't even. They just can't fucking do anything right, can they?
It used to have a different name, Avid Life Media. Remember that name because we'll be getting back to that later. As of 2023, Ashley Madison is raking in $400,000 per every million users. And with 70 million users, that adds up to an annual revenue of $28 million, which makes...
Oh, dude. The cock chair generates so much profit. Can I do like a no, wait, I can't. I was like, can I do something like this? But none of you are married. How would I develop a cock chair when you haven't even found your first partner? Not to mention a second. We have a few. Yeah, we have like 3 fellas who are like married. That's it. Hey, Heather. I'm divorced, thanks. You're not invited to my cock chair anymore. I'm sorry.
Makes Ashley Madison the 13th most profitable dating app in the world. The site makes most of...
Wait, these are all dating apps? Coffee Mates Bagel? Is that like a gay thing? Coffee Mates Bagel? Like into the hole? Or is or no. So there is, you know, the people who are like sometimes boys, sometimes girls, sometimes like the gender fluid because it's a coffee, and makes the bagel. But to be fair, everyone can be a bagel. So gender fluid people dating people with holes. Yes. Gotcha. Okay, I'm on to them. I'm on to them.
The world. The site makes most of its money from charging its male customers to access the main features. Each message you receive on Ashley Madison is hidden behind a paywall.
Hello.
Users can only bypass this with pay-per-use credits or through a monthly subscription.
Wait, what? The chat is logged behind a paywall? Pay to chat? So if you have one subscription, can you talk to anyone, or do you have to subscribe per cock person? The cock chat room. Pay to say hi to a bot? Yeah.
Send or even just read messages, you need to pay a fee of 5 credits or prepay for an hour of live chatting.
Wait, and do both of them have to pay, or can like the guy pay and then like he talks, or like, you know, what if the guy pays and the girl doesn't want to pay? Do both of them, or can like just the guy pay and then they are free? The girls don't pay. Okay, only the guy. Okay, the women get it for free. It's always the man who pay. Okay. I'm sorry. I haven't cogged anyone yet. Okay, I'm a rookie. Okay, I'm learning.
For 50 credits, and the credits are not cheap. For $59.
Wait, you have to pay a different credit even for a call, bro? Just give her the phone number. Like, just buy like a throwable phone, install WhatsApp, and just talk on that. What? Why would you pay for this fucking website just to have a phone call?
You can only get 100 credits, which means each message could cost about $10. You can also use credits to add features like...
Whoa! I'm sorry. I know. I'm pausing again, but you have to pay per message? So it's not only that you unlock it with a certain amount of money, but you have to pay. And what if you're trying to talk with someone and you get the, yeah, okay, kind of responses? Like, what do you do then? And you're like, just like, listen, lady, I am down to my last $13. I have 12 things to tell you. Please keep up the conversation.
Like boosting your profile in search rankings or sending virtual gifts.
No stop, I won't pay 10 buckaroo from now on.
Why not?
Why are people willing to pay this much for a dating website? The main reason? Anonymity. Cheaters don't want to get caught. That's why they appreciate Ashley Madison's many anonymous features and don't mind spending a bit of cash for them. Users are given the option to have anonymous profiles filled with fake user information to make sure that no one knows their true identity. There's even a full delete button which charges users a $19.
$19 to pay to delete? But, okay. Correct me, but can't you just, like, go onto a different website that doesn't milk you this much, and instead of Joe Big Dick, you will write Charlie Mega Big Dick, and it's like, boom, it's not your info or something? Like, do people know the concept of a lie? That's when you do things and it's not, you say not the truth? But you like lie. Yeah, pay to join up, pay to message, pay to delete your, pay everything. But nobody would lie on the internet. I know. But like hypothetically, you could, and then you wouldn't have to pay $19 to delete your entire thing.
Fee. After paying, all of their private information is completely deleted from the website
nutty.
and its databases. That way, no one can trace them back to the site and their marriages can remain safe. But if cheating isn't your thing, Ashley Madison's parent company, Ruby Life, still has got you covered.
They painted it red. They painted it red. It's red now. It's red. It was green, but now it's red. I'm painting. I'm looking. I'm pointing. They fixed it. Thank you.
Because there are plenty of other dating websites in their portfolio that's meant to satisfy.
Oh my god, there is a website called Cougar Life. I can't. Why are Americans so unserious? How can I take your country, your glorious country, the United States? How can I take you seriously when you come up with bullshit like Cougar Life? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there would be like a hag mixer website and it's just dating app for like the hags. Or hag mixer, and then you just like mingle with them.
Other dating fantasies, and they aren't any better. Avid Life Media, the empire built on deception. Before becoming Ruby Life, the company was known as Avid Life Media, a name that frequently made headlines for its controversial websites. So in order to understand why Avid Life Media was an attractive target for hackers, we need to look into how these scandalous websites function.
I have never in my entire life heard about any of this.
There was one thing Avid Life Media knew how to do. It was to sell you a lifestyle. And what better way to do that than to give you the perfect ideal woman you're...
I'm sorry, Gas Girl? I'm sorry, but that's... I'm sorry. Okay. Sure. Do you like Gas Girl? I do like Gas Girl. God, I hope she farts on my face.
Looking for on these websites. Instead of simply running ads to entice you, Avid Life Media took it one step further. They made these ads the faces of the company. Avid Life Media hired models to pretend to be top-level executives of these dating sites. They even created backstories to try and get more customers. These women would make several media appearances talking about how they built the businesses from the ground up.
Boys. It's easy to date a woman like me.
Claudia Optenkelder was one of the...
See, this is when they are lying on the internet. You said people would never lie on the internet. Huh?
Women. Posing as a CEO, she made several appearances on national TV talking about her dating platform, Cougar Life. Claudia was personable, well-liked, and was every man's dream. But what they didn't know was that this was all a fantasy. And this questionable marketing strategy wasn't just aimed at men. They had another tactic to target women. In 2013, Avid Life Media was getting attention for all the wrong reasons. And it wasn't just one dating site that drew criticism. They had two. Combine these two sites with the Ashley Madison website, and you've got a trio package of questionable dating sites. So how did two scandalous sites put Avid Life Media in the hot seat?
Wait, so what was Avid Life? Avid Life was for women to pretend that they are... No. What? Was it like for women to escort themselves or something? Yeah, but what was the whole shtick? What were they trying to sell? One was for men to cheat on their wives. Yeah, that was the Madison thing. Avid Life became Ruby Life. They are the company that owns them. So they weren't a dating app. They were just like pretending that the CEOs are women. For like the Ashley Madison thing.
Dating site Arrangement Finders was targeted toward female...
Need a summer job. Date a sugar daddy. Oh. I would love to live in this house where you look up and it's like you get like this big fucking sign of like, hey, date, hey students. Yeah, hey students, need a sugar daddy? Yeah.
University students and younger adult women. They launched billboards that featured pictures of known stars paired with suggestive text. So if the primary users were young...
Wait, what was the text?
...of known stars...
Because the best job is a... Nice. Nice.
was paired with suggestive text. So if the primary users were young women, who were the people trying to connect with them? Arrangement finders made it extremely clear who they were after because many of these ads were strategically placed near popular family attractions. You can pretty much guess what they were getting at. Girls on the site would
Bro, you just go into Disneyland and it's like the best kind of job is a job.
get paid by men to go out on dates with them. These relationships were purely transactional,
Smart.
which meant that they
Smart.
usually towed the line between legal and illegal. Shortly after this controversy, arrangement finders shut down and their ads were taken down a week later. Just like arrangement finders, which was aimed at women, the second site was meant to target men. Established men, aimed to connect beautiful women with interesting men. Both sites seem to target vulnerable women.
I love how they don't specify that the men have to be young and beautiful, but the men only have to be interesting. The bar is low, fellas. You just have to be, the men have to be rich. No, they have to be interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Only our money counts. True. True.
Women in financial need, and people were not happy with these two sites. These websites were fine on paper, and there was no concrete evidence of illegal activity happening. It seemed like Avid Life Media cracked the code on monetizing even the worst kinds of dating.
I mean, cocking your wife or husband isn't illegal, is it? It's not, or like tempting people to look for sugar daddies. Is it? Wait, it's illegal to cock your husband? It is if you're in the military. Really? Some places. Oh, I had no idea. Infidelity? Damn. I had no idea that it's illegal at some places. That's so interesting. It's paying for sex that it's illegal usually. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, no, okay, yeah, you're right.
But just because they couldn't be taken down legally doesn't mean they couldn't be taken down. Avid Life Media found itself targeted by people willing to take matters into their own hands, and they weren't playing by the rules. The hack.
The hack.
While Ashley Madison shows how far people will go for secret pleasure, real happiness isn't about secret desires. It's about living open.
Bro, can't they just like get a big jar, a new jar of peanut butter and go into the bedroom and open up the laptop, and you and the peanut butter is cheaper. It's easier to clean up. You don't have to pay that much. There's so many things you could do.
Openly and healthy. And what better way to start than by focusing on what you put into your body? So I read this book called How
Peanut butter!
Not to Die, and it made me realize that what we eat is way more crucial than you think. But eating healthy clearly isn't easy, or you'd be doing it already. It requires a lot of
It's sponsor time. How about we give a lovely shout out to our sponsor Rift Runners, who are making beautiful and amazing cards, and now they have their Kickstarter live in 4K, and hey, me, I am part of it, and you should totally check it out and get the card where I have beautiful tentacles, because my tentacles are great, and then you don't have to put your pee-pee into the peanut butter. Good stuff.
face with its greatest fear.
Hack has a lot of people sweating it out right now. We mentioned it earlier. Cheating site Ashley Madison was hacked by a group calling itself the Impact Team.
Dude, can you imagine it would have been 4chan? It's just like 4chan. It's like, yeah, we are being bored. How could we fuck with the normies? Yeah, I gotcha.
July of 2015, the media was on fire after a mysterious message showed up on the dark web. A group of anonymous hackers by the name of the Impact Team issued a cryptic warning to Avid Life Media. In the statement, the hackers addressed Ashley Madison's executives by name, welcoming them to their worst nightmare. They called out the company for its lack of protection of personal user information. Then they told the public how they had hacked into the systems of not just Ashley Madison, but all the dating sites associated with their parent company, Avid Life Media. The hackers also exposed Ashley Madison for allegedly scamming its users with features like the full delete button, calling it a complete lie. Because after breaching the system, they were able to see the database of all the deleted user records.
Ooh, your beautiful and shiny $19 box delete button actually doesn't delete. It's a soft delete, bro. Of course it is. They could still continue to sell the data to someone.
Message was a threat. In the message, the hacker stated that if Avid Life Media did not shut down Ashley Madison and their other site, Established Men, the hackers would release the data of every single user. The end of the message name-dropped all of the key players at Avid Life Media, asking them one question. What's it going to be?
I respected that they didn't ask for money. They were like, you know what? We have the info. You either shut that shit down or we are going to make you crumble.
As expected, millions of people were in a complete frenzy after this news broke. This wasn't just a risk to Avid Life Media. It was a
Imagine that you're just like, you know, early in the morning, you're getting ready, you turn on the news while you're having breakfast, and like your husband starts sweating profusely and says, oh, what's wrong, dear? What's wrong? And he's just watching the news with trembling hands. No, nothing, dear, nothing. I love you. Did I mention how much I love you so much?
risk to any cheating person who had ever signed up to one of these sites. If this data were to get out, it wouldn't just be the end of Ashley Madison. It would be the end of millions of marriages. As the days passed, more and more people
Did they shut it down? Did they actually like run away?
began to panic. It wasn't like this was some sort of baseless, empty threat. The Impact team had been slowly releasing bits and pieces of user information to pile on the pressure. But it wasn't just Avid Life Media that felt the stress, it was their customers. Reddit forums blew up, news outlets used it as their top story. It even became a hot topic for late-night talk show hosts. But for some reason, Avid Life Media wasn't taking any action. It seemed like while the whole world couldn't stop talking about the Impact team, Avid Life Media remained silent. Aside from a statement they made on the morning of the attack, nothing else was done. I mean, if your business was making you millions of dollars a year, why would you want to shut it down? Avid Life Media.
Well, because you guys got threatened, and wouldn't they be in much more in a trouble if they would just get everything leaked? Like, that's so many lawyer and whatever suing for pennies, so they don't care. But you can get sued for that. Is that not like a breach? The money is still... No, you can't. You can't sue a company if they leak your personal information? There's no way. Not in the US. No.
Media sure didn't. So instead of following the Impact team's orders, they kept their sites up and running, which was their biggest mistake. 30 days later, nothing had changed. Maybe they thought the hackers were just making empty threats, or maybe they just didn't want to lose money. Either way, they ignored the warning from the Impact team. Ashley Madison and Established Men remained online, business as usual. So on August 18th, 2015, the Impact team fulfilled their promise. The private data of over 37 million users was released to the public via the dark web. 32 million names were plastered all over the internet.
I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, but how many people are in the US? Just like in the United States, not like America, but just the US. 330 million, and out of that 330, 50, 60 million, 32 million was cheating, or at least registered to the website. That's a lot. Is it just me, or that's a lot? I feel like that's a lot.
All of these names came with addresses, phone numbers, transaction histories, and email addresses, all taken from their Ashley Madison.
I registered as a joke, I swear. Yeah, man, it was. I was just checking because the neighbor was doing it, and the neighbor said I should check it. I didn't do anything.
Profiles. A whopping amount of 10 gigabytes of data were exposed for the public to see. But there were
pictures? Pictures of bagels and coffees, perhaps?
More surprises in store when the information was released. Around 15,000 of the exposed email addresses were .gov or .mil, which meant that they belonged to government.
You guys said that that's illegal. You guys just said that it's illegal to cheat in the Navy.
Or military personnel. Along with user information, the Impact team hackers also leaked documents, email chains, and other private information of Ashley Madison CEO Noel Biederman. And the icing on the cake? The Impact team left one final gift, a message titled "Time's Up," meant for the team at Avid Life Media and users of Ashley Madison. Immediately, the internet began picking apart every detail of these messages. The Impact team had practically just told the world that everything Avid Life Media had been telling notifying its customers was a lie. Even if you put the hack aside, some of the claims in these letters were...
So in this first leak, they didn't say the names yet, did they? Or just like half of it? Partially? Question mark?
highly concerning. Ashley Madison is a site that profits off the promise of protecting the personal data of its users. But were they really protecting user data?
The site was running something called a full delete feature, where you pay a certain fee and then the site promises to obviously delete all of your information, because of course it's quite a sensitive site. They claim that this wasn't happening, and they found evidence of this in the data, and they released it to sort of vindicate these customers.
In their initial warning, the Impact team pointed to the full delete.
Can you get the refund? if can you get the refund for the $19? It's like actually like, I'm sorry. Also, by I moved your cheese. What a username.
Feature as an example to expose Avid Life Media.
It is a fraud at this point because they do promise even if you cannot sue for anything, you could get that money back.
Media's deceptive practices. The hackers claimed that this particular feature had earned the company $1.7 million in revenue at the time of the data breach, all while allegedly being a complete lie. This feature costs $19 per use, but despite promises made to customers, their data wasn't actually deleted from the site even after they paid. Their credit card information remained stored in the transaction history, and the purchase details were not removed as promised. That means that usernames and addresses remained on record, which made the delete button entirely useless. And people only found this out because of the Impact team's hack. Many customers who had paid for the full delete feature were shocked to find their personal information still in the leaked database. There was so much backlash that Avid Life Media was dragged into several lawsuits. One unnamed woman was so outraged to find that her personal information was exposed that she sought out more than $5 million in damages. As more evidence was gathered to validate the Impact team's claims, it was getting harder to deny that Ashley Madison was a fraud. And if that wasn't enough to ruin their credibility, there was more. In the Impact...
Ooh. Okay, but I'm gonna ask a very naive but stupid question. What's the stonks in the company keeping the information? Why is it good for them? Like, if they keep names and credit card information. You legally have to keep the payment data. They have to. Data is money. But like, who can you sell it to? It's not like you can like remove money without anyone noticing. For taxes? Oh, they just didn't hire the devs to code it. I don't think that this was an oopsie we forgotten. Ad companies? Call scammer? Dude, surely they wouldn't lie about the delete function. Keep the data and then not only get 1-point-something million for the delete function, but also sell it to scammers. Surely they wouldn't do that, right? Like, I know that they are the cockmeisters, but surely they wouldn't do everything.
Impact teams.
Now we can trust them. Okay, thank God.
Time's up message. They provided a key statistic that stunned everyone. See, Ashley Madison fake profile lawsuit. 90 to 95% of actual users are male.
Wow, that's shocking. That's crazy. Wow. It was, damn, 99. That, man, I would have never guessed that. Damn. They planted fake females? Dude, that's genius, because like you make it look balanced, that there are all the hot women and it's just like they are chatting to an AI, but they have to pay every time they press the enter to reach the AI. But it's an AI, so it doesn't matter. Oh my God, it's genius.
The belief that Ashley Madison created fake female profiles wasn't new. Since the site's creation, people have questioned whether or not it actually had as many women as they advertised. But it wasn't until the Impact team released their statement that people actually started to do some digging. In 2012, Ashley Madison found itself in the middle of a lawsuit with former employee Doriana Silva. The employee claimed that she suffered injuries as a result of tasks that she had to do on the job. You might be
like, what? I don't know why, but the first thing that popped to my head that she had to give someone a BG under the table and she knocked her head as she looked up. That was my very first thought. I apologize.
Thinking maybe she fell off a ladder or tripped on a wire or something. Well, Doriana claimed that she was forced to make 1,000 fake female profiles within...
Oh my God, she got repetitive strain injury from the clicking. She was basically a Path of Exile player, but with making fake female accounts. That's genius. Oh my god. She was grinding that shit.
Within a matter of weeks, when the site was launching its Portuguese version. She was seeking 20 million in damages because this resulted in forearm and wrist injuries. Ashley Madison then countersued for 100,000, claiming that Doriana kept confidential documents even after leaving her job. The lawsuits were thrown out, but this added more evidence to the Impact team's claims. After the data leak confirmed that the statistic was true, multiple class action lawsuits were filed against Ashley Madison. The lawsuit accused the site of using fembots to attract paying male.
Fembots? Wait a second. There are no girls online? Wait, the girls actually stands for guy in real life? What?
Customers, arguing that this made them victims of fraud. The released information revealed that the hackers say 90 to 95% of female profiles on the site are fake. Investigative.
You know what the sad part is? That the guys wanted to cock their wife, but there was literally no other female who would have been willing to cock. And so that they paid for an imaginary cockening. So technically they didn't cock. They just had a virtual imaginary faux cock. That's... yeah. I don't even know how I feel about it. Yeah, so basically they cocked themselves. Yeah, that's... wow. Yeah. Cocking and cheating is not the same thing? Okay, I'm sorry. Then they faux cheated on everyone. They cheated with a bot who doesn't even care. They just want the money.
Journalists also joined in on the search for the truth. After pouring countless hours into researching the data, they found concrete proof.
Wait. I wanted to look back on that. Single 53, 5'10". I'm sorry. Everyone knows we don't date below 6. 91 kilogram fit. Anything goes. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I'm a cool and easygoing guy who likes his sex slow and sensual, drama-free. Oh, Jesus, I got the shivers. That's so cringe. Ugh.
Data, they found concrete proof that there were virtually no women on the site.
In the database that was released, the website had 31 million men and 5.5 million women.
Well, I mean, that's still put 5.5 million women. That's still, you know, a few potatoes. I thought that it would be less.
Which is a ratio of about 5 to 1. But Newitz discovered that of those 5.5 million women, only 1,492 ever looked at a single message in their inbox.
Okay. Ooh. Oh my god. 1,400 something. Yeah, that's genius. Oh my god, that's genius. And that's listen, what do they say? That say that ever looked at a single message. So that doesn't mean that they even did something. They just mean that they opened it and it was like red or something. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that's chef kiss. Is this hell for cheaters? Because I think it is, and that's actually beautiful.
Ever, compared to more than 20 million men who had looked at their inboxes. That means of all of the active users on the website, 0.01%, actually less than 0.01% of those users were women.
After this new...
Damn. Wow, that's actually surprising. I always knew that like women would be less likely to cheat. But I didn't realize that it would be this significant. When she said that it's like 30 million to 5, I'm like, yeah, like 5 million sounds, but 1,500 people only? Bro.
News spread. Avid Life Media claimed that this wasn't their fault, but rather that third parties had malicious...
Shapely toned. Leicester, Leicestershire? English? What is the British doing over here?
Misused their site. It turns out that Ashley Madison has a reputation for attracting
women cheat in more subtle ways. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. Do they? I don't know, man. Dude, what happened to the good old go to the corner of the street, give like a 50 to the hooker and get it done with? What happened to that? What's the point of this drama?
A range of external scams. Many have used Ashley Madison as a means for catfishing, blackmail, or phishing scams targeted at its users. Since a majority of Ashley Madison profiles are meant to have minimal personal...
Illegal, only if you get caught. Listen, I'm just saying that in my country, I still know which street and which corner would I have to go to if I would want to be not lonely for a few hours, okay? I'm sure that you guys can figure it out too.
Information. It makes it a much easier platform to disguise yourself as someone else. But let's not forget, the company itself has been caught creating thousands of fake profiles. Sure, they have a point about third-party interference, but
dude, now it's going to be even better because you can AI generate these profiles. You can AI generate the pictures, you can AI generate the voice, you can even AI generate the videos. All dating websites for boys is going to be all fake. For a good time, go outside. Oh god, it's true. Yeah, you don't need repetitive strain injury anymore. You just go into, I don't know, ChatGPT and he will make it for you. Isn't Instagram full of AI profiles? I'm gonna be honest with you, ever since Instagram have been bought by Facebook, I uninstalled it. For me, it became unusable. And I got tired of it.
But most of these fake female profiles were still made by the company. How do we know this? Well, IP addresses were analyzed to reveal the location of where these accounts were last used. The key findings were that a staggering 80,805 profiles linked back to one specific IP address. Which one?
Well, okay, hear me out. This doesn't mean anything. It could be that there was a man who had daughters, only daughters, and he was like Genghis Khan, and he kept trying and trying to finally have a son, but he only had daughters, and that's why they're all living at the same place with the same IP address. But 80K, well, Genghis Khan had a lot of fucks to give. So, you know, don't people say that borderline everyone is like genetically somehow connected to that man because he had a lot of fucks to give? Only daughters? Yeah.
Ashley Madison offices. All signs were pointing to one thing. Ashley Madison had practically no female users. The Impact team had blown the roof off of Ashley Madison's entire operation. The big question is, who really is the Impact team? Vigilantes or villains?
Oh, please make it 4chan. It would be so funny if it would be 4chan.
Now, what would you even classify the Impact team as? Villains, heroes, vigilantes? Nothing else was known about them besides what they told us in their letters, so no one knew for sure. But it seemed obvious that their morals pushed them to do what they did. We are dedicated, focused, skilled, and we're never going away. If you profit off the pain of others, whatever it takes, we will completely own.
That's such an interesting thing to say. If you profit off of the pain of others, I would, like, it almost sounds like that it could be scorned women, but women aren't usually hacker men, so it must have been lads, right? No, it wasn't me. I swear, I don't know how to hack. It wasn't me. Why not both? Scorned men? Maybe? Reddit moderators? No, because Reddit moderators don't have relationships. It can't be. Could be vigilante women? Unlikely. I just don't feel it. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think so.
Judging by their...
I don't think so because women are more vengeful. They wouldn't be so strategic to give out a notice. Women would be just blasting it and canceling everyone left and right.
Words, they seem to be expert hackers aiming to deliver their own version of justice. And even though we don't know anything more personal about them, they did...
Okay, so if I go here, whose email address will I find from chat? Let me see. Anyone from chat here? I'm checking. I'm looking. Harden. Mr. Harden. Please don't see my name. Please don't see my name.
about them. They did do an interview through email about the hack. During this interview, they were asked about what the process was like hacking into Avid Life Media. And the answers were pretty surprising and only ended up making Ashley Madison's customers even more upset. The Impact team said that they worked hard to make a fully undetectable attack, only to get into the system and find nothing to bypass. When the interviewer asked
They were like, we were all dressed up, we had our equipment, but the door was open. We actually didn't need anything.
About the state of Avid Life Media's security, her answer started with just one word: bad. The hackers exposed that the company's security
So how was it? It was bad. That's it. Bad. 0 out of 0. Bad.
It was weak, basically just dividing their network into smaller parts.
Bruh.
This simple setup was far from effective at keeping out unauthorized users. According to the hackers, using just a basic VPN was enough to gain access to all the servers. For a company that says it cares about keeping its users' information private, this weak security system made Ashley Madison users even more mad. They had been paying all of this money to use a site they assumed would keep their private information safe. Not only did that not happen, but the company didn't even have the right system in place to protect it. The Impact team claimed that Avid Life Media makes around $100 million in fraudulent dollars a year, and that the website became a breeding ground for illegal activity. It turns out the hackers have been watching it all go down for years. The Impact team finally felt that it was time to make a move and shut the site down. They also addressed the elephant in the room. Who was the true blackmailer in the situation? Their answer? We didn't blackmail users. Avid Life Media blackmailed them. Through this interview, it seemed clear that the Impact team hacked Ashley Madison because they felt it was necessary. It seemed like the 37 million users were just caught in the middle while the Impact team was trying to bring down Avid Life Media. The hacker group ended the interview by answering one final question. Will the Impact team be hacking any other sites in the future? Not just sites. Any companies that make hundreds of millions profiting off the pain of others' secrets and lies.
Where are these hackers? Surely there are other places that you could hack. Like there are like mean people. How about like hacking, you know, I don't know, something extra gigabit, like Amazon. They make the people piss in bottles. Is that not unfair? Yeah, we need our heroes. We cannot piss in the bottles forever.
To this day, no one truly knows
Watching right now, they're in your walls. Oh, okay. That's fine.
who the Impact team is. But one thing's clear, they exposed Avid Life Media. So that leaves us with one big question. What happened to the husbands who had their information leaked?
Well, surely nothing. Surely they can you imagine that they release the names and the women, all the wives sit in front of the computer and it's just like Control F searching through the name. It's like, is my husband there? Is he? Surely not. To the doghouse. I guess many divorce lawyer became very popular for a while.
The shattered marriages. With so much media coverage and a couple of famous people on the list, word spread
There were famous people. There were like actors or something. Oh my god, I would love to hear that.
like wildfire about the leak. It didn't take long for the once secret Ashley Madison users to face consequences not just from their partners, but also from their friends, families, and coworkers. The Impact team left the cheaters one final message. It was ALM that failed you and lied to you. Prosecute them and claim damages, then move on with your life. Learn your lesson and make amends. Embarrassing now, but you'll get over it. But
Bro, is it just me or they are like kind of like really honorable? Am I being Delulu here? It's like they didn't ask for money. They are just like, listen, we are sorry that you caught in the fire. Sue them if you want. Be better. Move on. Learn from this. Fix what you fucked up. Like, right? Are we the baddies? What is this? They played it right. Yeah, like they could have like threatened the company that, hey, pay us billions of dollars and we will not tell you or something. There was nothing like that. They are not the bad guys, right?
But unfortunately for some, the consequences of their new reality became too much to handle and they never got over it. Millions of guilty husbands were trying to salvage their marriages. With websites like checkashleymadison.com,
The quick and easy way. Is my husband on the list? Oh, those conversations. Oh, I would hate to have those conversations. Oof.
Giving wives easy access to the leaked data, these secret relationships weren't so secret anymore.
no.
But while most men attempted to fix their mistakes, others simply couldn't.
More fallout tonight from that hack of the cheating website Ashley Madison.
The unfortunate passing of some men seemed to happen after the Ashley Madison hack. And other Ashley Madison users became victims of even more internet blackmail. With their contact information available for anyone to see, scammers saw an opportunity. The scammers aimed to blackmail the husbands for money, usually in the form of Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, a Bitcoin, because yeah, everyone has Bitcoin, of course. Is that normal for in America to have Bitcoin? Am I the only one impoverished who didn't get a Bitcoin?
By saying they would reveal their affairs to their families. Like most internet schemes, many of these emails sat in the inbox ignored. However,
dude, all the husbands, they are just like tinkering with the Wi-Fi not to be able to load those certain websites where you can Google up the names. It's like, oh honey, the internet is bad again. Oh, I'm so sorry. My love, do you want to go to Hawaii? We should celebrate. Our anniversary was 3 months ago. Shouldn't we go to Hawaii? We should totally go to Hawaii. Pack up, honey. Let's go. Take the kids as well.
these scammers weren't playing around. If they weren't given their $2,500 ransom, they would send personalized letters to the wives informing them of their husband's spot in the Ashley Madison user database. It wasn't just cheating husbands who got messages like these. Small businesses also got emails from people claiming to be hackers. These emails said that they would release private information from their websites unless they got paid. For better or for worse, the identities of these cheaters were out there, and the reactions were definitely mixed. Some sympathized with the husbands, arguing that their private data was exposed because of the carelessness of a company that they thought they could trust.
Yeah, but I still wanted to cheat, man. I don't know. I mean, isn't this just the consequences of your actions? Like, sure, yeah, I get it that it's embarrassing that now even your father and mother knows that you're like a big cheater, but like, it's not that unfair. You're just like got like put onto the spotlight that you're a hoe.
Others felt that what happened was completely justified and that cheaters deserve no sympathy. But regardless of what side you're on, one thing's for sure. The Impact team lived up to their name. They made a lasting impact that won't be forgotten. The story of Ashley Madison is a reminder to be careful who you give your data to. And also, the obvious lesson, don't cheat. My friends, be careful online because it only takes one click to change your life forever. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, click this playlist right here to watch more dark internet.
Oh no, the brain rot. I am not ready for the brain rot. Dude, that's hardcore though. What the hell? Interesting. Dude, they are cooked. They are absolutely cooked. The 2000, when was this? 2015, he said. 2015 must have been the national most awkward conversations of the year. That's what it must have been. Oh, we have you for brain rot. Oh, thank you. Thank you.